As the Raiders host the Eagles here at Raider Field. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Mr. Jonathan Caspar. He will stand in for just a while until the one and only, the Golden Pipes, the Golden Tones of Mr. Steve Kithil arrive on site.
Rouse baseball.
And what a game we have on tap tonight, folks. Currently, we have 4 teams in a 4-way tie for first place in District 25 5A. We've talked about this on multiple occasions. A gauntlet that this district is just tremendous. So if you take a look here at the standings, you can see Liberty Hill, Rouse, Cedar Park, and Georgetown sit even up at 8 and 3. And talk about games on Tuesday's results. Of course, Rouse defeated Eastview 9-3, and Leander defeated Georgetown 2-1. So there was a big surprise right there. And then the shock of the night, Glenn defeated Cedar Park on a walk-off 2-run homer off the bat of A.J. Click.
I'm getting back from my buddies that are on the parent side, and it was just absolutely unbelievable to get that win.
So Georgetown comes into tonight 20-4 on the season. They're 8-3 in district. Rouse 19-7 overall and 8-3 in district. The 4-way tie, which we mentioned. Key matchups tonight: Rouse versus Georgetown and Liberty Hill versus Leander. There are the 2 main contests, and you talk about a gauntlet for Georgetown. Their last 4 teams are versus Leander, Rouse, Liberty Hill, and Cedar Park. So I think they probably had the toughest run out of the district scheduling than any other team in the district, back to back to back.
Talked about this before. I mean, obviously, the top 4 teams now being tied, they're beating each other up. And we're unbelievably great as far as a district goes. I mean, it's where we are. These 4, all at 8-3, all top 25 is 500. And you know it was going to be a slugfest from beginning to end, and it's shown that, and we're going down the stretch. And ultimately, Leander still has a chance if any of those 4 teams in first, unfortunately, don't win out. And
right.
To the 4th spot.
And they just managed to stick around. We were sitting there talking about it last week. A Leander Walt loss would equate into all 4 teams of the top teams clinching a playoff spot. And so now they've kind of climbed back in that, and they're facing Liberty Hill tonight. So, I mean, they could be back against the wall again if they lose to Liberty Hill. And depending on how these teams beat up on each other in district, it could be a coin flip at the end of the season, right? If you have all 4 teams sitting at first place, or if there's going to be play-in games and all of that. So most likely it would be a play-in scenario, possibly between 3 teams to determine who the district champion would be and represent District 25 5A, or maybe not a district champion because it would be a 3-way tie for the district championship, but it would be for seeding purposes at that point in time, right? Who would represent District 25 5A as the district champion. Kind of like Leander and Cedar Park had to play that particular scenario last year to determine who was the district champion and as far as playoff seeding goes, and that was Cedar Park.
Spot. And it was to the semifinal. 1 game later. So we were able to do that. It was a great run to go on the same run. Especially up there. Remember, what's more beneficial to the group to be able to be in that spot. And, you know, we'll see if they're lesser opponents than what we've been down throughout the year.
And we have a windy night tonight. The wind is blowing from right to left, so anything that's launched out into left field could definitely get a monster ride out of this park tonight. Essentially, down the lines, we're looking 330 down right and left field lines. There's about 365 down the power alleys and 390 down straightaway center field.
Something taken out and taken that 37, I believe, is the last
Right.
outfit. So it's
Right. Good. Your 3-run shot. Yeah.
was coming, hold this coming on. It has some scratch in this position.
So, talking with Coach Crimpine after or before the game, and he was talking about their BP, is that the guys were just hitting it out. And he said Rainer Heinrich hit 5 of them out during BP tonight.
He's got that perfect swing. I mean, ultimately, the game has gone to a situation of some people want to say the uppercut swing, and you know, they want to say it's an uppercut swing. Obviously, we want to keep the bat in the lineup a lot longer, and they are showing that. And Rainer has that swing. It's a patented uppercut. Again, if you want to call it that, I mean, it's a beautiful swing. He's got a lower center of gravity. He's got that short stature with big lower half. If he's able to just drive the ball and he gets it up into this wind, and he's already had 2 this year, and there's no doubt that he's up for more opportunities for that tonight.
Well, definitely the wind is popping the microphone. At least we're hearing it in our ears if you're not hearing it in the broadcast. And we want to welcome everybody to tuning in to watching Rouse Raider baseball. This is a tight district contest and really a must-win game for both teams here tonight. Fans are starting to come in and stands are starting to fill up, and you can only think that this is going to be a sellout crowd by the time it's all said and done, as people come home from work and they're able to make it out to the ballpark. Let us know where you're listening or watching from, and we'll give you a shout out. If you have a favorite player that you would like to give a shout out to, we'll include that in the broadcast. And we appreciate you tuning in and listening to Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. So we want to go over the lineups. The lineup for Georgetown, leading off will be their shortstop, number 21, Eli Hellman. Batting second will be number 2, E.J. Davis, the second baseman. The catcher, number 19, Zach Mozick, will be batting third, and batting fourth will be the first baseman, number 25, Reese Bell. Batting fifth will be the right fielder, number 6, Landon Heil. And batting sixth will be the left fielder, number 3, Ty Klaus Keismore. And batting seventh will be number 20, Riley Leininger, the designated hitter. He will be hitting for the starting pitcher, number 10, Jacob Haddon. Batting eighth will be number 5, Logan Smith at third base. And rounding out the order will be the center fielder, number 16, Andon Petty. So Miss Kathleen Forsell doing the PA tonight, as Jonathan is assisting me until Steve gets here. So
Pull in jack of all trades. Kathleen Forsell, you know, she's got the graduating senior from last year, and then she turns around and she's got one that is a sophomore this year. Who's actually killing it on JV. Now she gets to come in here and help us out. Was gracious enough to help us out until I'm able to free myself up to jump on and yeah. So we're getting ready to introduce all the teams and ready for the national anthem, and we'll get the ball rolling.
Xander Forsell is actually, there are several JV players that are playing up tonight and on the roster. So it's good to have them here, and they're introducing the Eagle lineup. So Brian Sparshoe in the house, our Booster Club president, several others starting to come in. The Georgetown Eagles are coached by Jordan Vieira. He's assisted by Chad Payne, David Durrell, Robert Halm, and Barry Johnson. The Raiders are coached by Chad Kremping. He's assisted by Josh Harris, Dan LaPaglia, and Will Noble. Thank you, Sandra, for tuning in from Michigan. Joe's grandma listening in. Grandma, does that make you Grandma Shotty? Can we call you Grandma Shotty? Just kidding. Oh, my goodness. So the Raiders, the lineup for the Raiders about to be introduced here at the ballpark. Leading off will be the second baseman, number 9, Rainer Heinrich. Batting second will be the designated hitter, number 3, Blake Gonzalez. He will be hitting for the third baseman, number 4, Mikey Caputo. Batting third will be the first baseman, number 8, Oscar Salazar. Batting fourth will be the starting pitcher tonight, number 22, Colby Diaz. Batting fifth will be the catcher, number 5, Carter Heinrich. Batting sixth will be the left fielder, number 7, Caden Kaspar. Batting seventh will be the center fielder, number 10, Landon Miller. Batting eighth will be number 11, Colin Correjo in right field. And rounding out the order for the Raiders on the night, number 2, Joseph Sparshoe, the shortstop. All right, Grandma Shotty, thank you very much. There you go. So what?
Participate and jump in and watch the game. I know he's loving watching his little brother play.
That's a beautiful night for baseball. So we've had overcast skies the past couple of games, and so tonight we actually have some sunlight across the field, and you just get that good feeling. And the last contest between these two squads was a 12-inning marathon, folks, and I'm sure you do remember that. And it was a walk-off in the 12th by Georgetown to take that 1-0 after 12 innings. So we're going to take a moment for the national anthem, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you for watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports.
Our armed forces around the globe and the playing of our national anthem.
It's baseball time in Texas as we're set to get underway here at Raider Field. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Mr. Jonathan Kaspar as we await Steve Kithil, and we thank you for tuning in as we get underway defensively for the Raiders tonight. Number 22, Colby Diaz on the mound. Carter Heinrich behind the plate. Oscar Salazar at first base. Rainer Heinrich at second base, Mikey Caputo at third, Joe Sparshoe at short, Caden Caspar in left, Landon Miller in center, and Colin Correjo in right field.
Welcome, everybody. And, I think we're in for a great show tonight. For those of you that know anybody that normally watches the broadcast on Game Changer, obviously SHN is the way to go for broadcast. We will have Game Changer going tonight, but we will not have video. So, again, if you know anybody that normally relies on Game Changer, please spin them over to SHN, subscribe, like us, and they can get notifications on when SHN's playing. For
hit that notification bell, and you will be notified when we go live every week. You can keep up with all things Rouse Raider baseball. Due up for the Eagles in the first, Hellman, Davis, and Mazick. Colby coming off a complete game shutout last week versus Glenn.
With 12 or 13, depending upon what you looked at for the official strikeout count. Great outing for sure.
So, I went back and looked at my book, and then I still only have 12 strikeouts, so I don't know where I missed anything because everything was accounted for. So, but I know that it was, I think I saw online that not the Booster Club, but the Twitter page for Rouse had it as 13.
Hey, we'll take every bit we can, right? I mean, he's definitely not going to shy away from taking an extra strikeout on the season.
And then Colin Correjo with 12 punch outs on Tuesday night versus Eastview. Diaz will wind and deliver for the first pitch of the game. That is fouled off and hit back out of play for strike number one. Wind really popping the mic. We hear it in our headphones, but I know sometimes you can't hear it necessarily over the broadcast. That pitch gets the outside corner for strike two, and Hellman in an 0-2 count here in the first.
Yeah, and I'm getting feedback that my mic's not quite picking up tonight. I know we're getting a lot of...
Swing and a miss for strike three call, and that will do it for Hellman as Diaz gets strikeout number one. That will bring up the second baseman, number 2, E.J. Davis.
Mr. Kithil, if you're hearing in me or listening in, let me know if you can hear me now.
Fastball down and away for ball one. Another thing, Steve, Jonathan said it's the pedal to the right, if that means anything. The 1-0 misses low for ball two.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to work all this and work himself out of a hole over here.
2-0 the count to Davis. 2-0 pitch. Gets the outside corner. A little slider in for strike one.
Well, and already we're noticing he's liking that outside. Obviously, we're catching a bit of the plate, so we'll have to see how that moves on for the night.
A 2-1 pitch misses outside for ball three.
A little too far outside on that one. Okay, I got a yes. I got a thumbs up from Kithil.
This is hit out to right. Little liner shot. Correjo has it, and E.J. Davis has a single. One on with one out for the catcher, Zach Mazick.
Yeah, again, sitting on that outside, I mean, he did a great job of going with what the pitch was given to him and found the hole to the right side of the field. It was a great hit.
Mazick digs in. Diaz from the stretch. Checks Davis at first. The throw over. Not in time. He's safe. Getting back to first. Diaz has such a fast pickoff move. And he has picked off a few runners over the course of the season. First pitch to Mazick's low for ball one.
Yeah, it's amazing when you have 92 in your repertoire, how quick you can snap it over to first base.
Diaz toes in on the rubber. And again, throws over to first, and not in time. And Davis dives back safely. Reese Bell on deck. Throw over again. That's out of the glove of Salazar, and Davis just gets back. 1-0 the count to Mazick. 1-0 pitch. A fastball. This is cut on and hit to second. Heinrich has it to throw to first in time. That'll go 4-3 on the putout of Mazick for out number 2.
Unfortunately, a slow roller didn't give us an opportunity to turn 2 on that one. Works as good as a bunt would in this situation, but now with 2 outs and only a runner on second, obviously they're going to be looking. Colby's going to be looking to go at him and put this inning away early and get us up to bat.
Reese Bell will come to the plate, and this is one big young man, the first baseman for the Eagles. First pitch down and away for ball 1. Sun actually behind some clouds right now. The shadows are no longer in view. Fastball low for ball 2. Heinrich takes a brief mound visit and will come back to the plate. Reese Bell at the plate, Landon Heil on deck. 2-0 the count to Bell. The 2-0 pitch misses low for ball 3.
Yeah, Bell was very consistent last game. I mean, he was 3 for 4, if I'm not mistaken, and was just really piecing up everything and hitting it into holes. He did a great job all night.
Breaking ball in for a strike.
See how much they want to really go at him if they try to get him on a breaking pitch. You know, they've got first base open, obviously, with 2 outs. You don't want to get challenge him too much, I don't believe.
3-1 pitch is down and away, and that gets away from Heinrich. Davis will move down to third, and that will put runners on the corners for the Eagles. The right fielder, Landon Heil, will come to the plate. Ty Klaus Keismore on deck.
All right, Colby needs to tighten up here and go straight at him. I think he'll be in good shape.
Fastball misses for ball 1. And Coach Harris is going to call time, and he's going to go talk to his young hurler.
Well, the young hurler, but the veteran on the pitching staff that we have. You know, he's our go-to. Obviously, that's why he's up there right now in this situation. And it's a big game. You know, if one win and we're in, right? We talked about that earlier. One win and we're in, and they really want this. Coach Krimpine really wants number 1 in district, especially being able to hang your hat on that. This district and the situation that we're in right now with the 4-way tie and all 4 teams being in the top 25. Getting in a first place finish is really something to aspire to and really build as you're going into the playoffs.
1-0 the count to Heil. Diaz toes in. Picks up the sign from Heinrich, and he will deal low for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike. That'll take the count 2-1. 2 on with 2 out here in the top of the first. Scoreless so far.
Great movement on that one.
The 2-1. This is popped up and going to be playable. Will Sparshoot get there in time? And he does, just in time.
Wow.
Wow, what a play. A bare hand by Little Shotty to get the out. 6-3 on the put out of Heil to end the inning. And the Eagle threat, after 1/2, it's scoreless here at Raider Field.
You know, that was just such a slow blooper. I mean, it's almost like a knuckleball off the bat. And when it hit, acted like a pitching wedge on the green and spun back and spun away from Joe, where he had to bare hand that. He was literally squaring up on it, ready to take it in the glove, and it just jumped on him sideways. Bare hand was the only way he had to go, but didn't panic and made a great throw over to first. Great play, folks. Great play right there.
Due up for the Raiders in the first, Heinrich, Gonzalez, and Salazar. Defensively for the Eagles, on the mound, Jacob Haddon behind the plate. Zach Mozick at first, Reese Bell at second, E.J. Davis at third, Logan Smith at short, Eli Hellman. In left, Ty Klaus-Keismore. In center field, Andon Petty. And in right field, Landon Heil.
You don't have to think it like Michael does it over there, unlike over here.
So Raiders able to get out of that little jam that they kind of worked into.
Yeah, they did. I mean, you know, they were in a great position, obviously, with 2 outs. And again, you have your senior hurler on the mound. Colby's not going to panic. And honestly, I think with him settling in and getting those strikes, it puts everybody else at ease. You know, the defense around you doesn't panic either, you know, because they know he's there and he's going to throw strikes. I mean, he's proven that all year long. You know, but I think right now our main goal is to change up what didn't happen the last time we played against Georgetown, and let's get on these guys early. Let's get some hits. You know, they held us to a 1-hitter last time, and yeah, it went 12 innings.
And even that hit was a little sketchy and a little questionable, depending on who you talk to. The scoreboard operator, they ruled it a hit. I ruled it a hit. Talked to Coach Crampine afterwards. He said it was definitely was a hit, but then I had some others that I spoke to that said, you know, if you go to the specific definition of whether it was fielded cleanly and a play made, then maybe it wasn't a hit. But, right. You know, if you got to go that far to argue, it was probably a hit.
Well, sure. So, I mean, I reviewed it. I was able to watch the game back afterwards, and, you know, I can definitely see a hit. And obviously, if we're in a home field and they ruled it as a hit, you know, you got to go with that.
1-0, he will take for ball 2. Rainer Heinrich standing in from the right side. Heinrich can be a dangerous hitter.
Well, you said the BP beforehand. See if he can break this thing open early and put us on the board.
Haddon, the lefty for the Eagles, will deal high and outside for ball 3. And you got to imagine right here, he's got to put it right down the middle.
Dangerous hitter here. I don't know, the coach is not going to give him the green light here.
Blake Gonzalez on deck, and he will take for strike 1. And the count goes 3-1.
Did not give him the green light. I think that was a take all the way.
Haddon from the windup. He'll deal, and Heinrich will foul this one off, and the count will work full.
He didn't miss that one by much. I know that he wants that one back. I mean, he was really on it. His nose was planted on that one and just barely undercut it.
The payoff pitch. This is hit out to left. And Klaus-Keismore will able to camp underneath it and make the catch, over-the-shoulder catch for the long fly out to left.
And that just goes to show the wind off the bat. That didn't look long. I thought that was going to have to drop, and I look up, and I'm watching the center field or left fielder running and running and running and catching it over his shoulder. So the wind is definitely going to play into tonight.
Well, look who just walked in.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Blake Gonzalez will stand in. The first pitch from Haddon misses low for a ball. And at least the umpire seems to be consistent. He does not like that bottom of the zone.
Correct. And I was just about to say we haven't seen the top half of the zone yet,
right?
But we just did, and that was a strike.
He likes the middle to the top of the zone. And the count goes even at 1. Curveball in for strike 2, and wow, that was some big nasty right there.
Exact same, man. I mean, he really dropped in there nicely.
1-2 the count to Gonzalez. 1-2 pitch. This is hit out to left. Ty Kismore will make the catch, and that will do it for Gonzalez. 2 fly outs to left for the Raiders. And the first baseman, the sophomore Oscar Salazar, will come in.
I'll tell you what, that is one. I mean, if you look at the rotation of Colby, Rayner, and Oscar and Landon, Oscar's due. He's up in the rotation for the home run, folks.
Pitch, I tell you, I'm not sure where that's missing. That was a nice pitch from Haddon, and just not given that outside corner right now. And he didn't do it for Diaz either. This was fouled off for strike 1, and the count will even up.
Well, I think you hit on it. I mean, it was low and outside. It was not very far outside, but he's not giving them the low pitch, and that definitely was a low pitch, even though it did cross the plate.
The 1-1 pitch to Salazar. That's down the middle for a strike.
Well, folks, that goes to show that even on a dropped pitch by the catcher, they can still be called a strike.
1-2 the count to Salazar. The pitch, it's outside for ball 2, and that will even it up.
Well, we had a little begging going on there, and the catcher did a great job of squeezing it back over into the strike zone. But
deuce is wild for Salazar. The 2-2 pitch. This is cut on and hit out to left. This is going to drop for a base hit. And the Raiders have an unquestionable hit.
Unquestionable.
In this game.
Yes, sir. And left field, old Kismore's getting some action already. He's everything's going his way. I think everybody on all of our righties to start out are trying to take advantage of the wind and drive everything to left field, as they probably were during pregame, getting it up in the jet stream and seeing how far they could take it.
Colby Diaz will stand in. Carter Heinrich on the mound. That will hit him on the foot, and he will take off to first, and you don't ever forsake a base runner, right?
Yeah, and you know, that's actually, I believe, 3 out of the last 5 at-bats that he's been hit by a pitch going into last Tuesday, or this past Tuesday's game.
The courtesy running specialist, number 15, Sam Walsh, will courtesy run for the pitcher tonight. And coming to the plate will be the catcher, number 5, Carter Heinrich. Another little fact some of you may not know, but Carter and Rayner's papa played for the University of Texas.
Mr. Steve
Heinrich, if I remember correctly, on the national championship team.
Yes, sir.
I believe is correct. And that is affirmative. Mr. Kithil is in the house with us. Y'all will get to hear his golden pipes here in just a moment. Heinrich will take first strike.
Okay, that was the first borderline low to, not so low, and strike was called. President Carter steps in and is ready to drive the ball here.
0-1 the count to Heinrich. And Heinrich will just dribble this down to Reese Bell at first. He will step on the bag, and that will do it for the Raiders in the first. They get no runs on one hit. They leave 2, and after 1 complete, we're scoreless. Imagine that. Here at Raider Field between these two teams. And so far, between 13 innings, only 1 run is scored in this series.
And I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. We only had 1 hit last game. That's all I'm going to say. I'll dive into that later on. Actually, I'll let Kid, he'll dive into that later on as I tell him what I was thinking. But that's a baseball thing. I don't want to jump into that right now, folks.
Oh,
But
Aunt Carrie is listening in. Woo! Tuning in just in time. Run, Sammy, run. Well, unfortunately,
Mr. Francis,
slow
thanks for
roller.
having me.
Mr. Jonathan
Hill,
Caspar, always
welcome
great
aboard,
to have
sir.
you.
Folks, I look forward to joining in sometime
Tomorrow, right?
in the future. No, sir, I am not available
You're not
tomorrow.
going to Hayes? Uh-oh.
Mr. Kithil. No, there is no Hayes.
Oh.
The game's canceled.
Oh, it's canceled?
The game is everybody. Hey, everybody! The game is canceled tomorrow because
Well, I didn't know that.
it is Rouse Raiders prom night, and they didn't want to travel to Hayes for even a 1:00 game and make these guys late to where they just had to jump into their monkey suits and not smell right for their girlfriends, and
That's
that
why
wouldn't
we
be-
picked
wouldn't
up
be
a
good
second
thing.
game on next Saturday between Lake Belton and El Campo.
Which I won't be here next Saturday. I'll just throw that out there because I have prior engagements. But hey, thanks everybody.
Hey, that's going to be senior game. The El Campo game will be senior game. Due up for the Eagles in the second. Klaus Keismore, Leininger, and Smith.
Well, hello, everybody. I am back.
Yeah, it's
Steve Kithil in the house, huh?
And Steve Kithil is in the house.
Sorry
Mr.
for my-
Steve Kithil.
Sorry for my tardiness. I hope you can excuse that. I feel like I'm going to the principal's office, being late to the game.
Klaus Keismore will take for ball one, and that's one of the first pitches that were high down the middle that he has not called a strike.
I need to move this down just a little. Sorry. I'm blocking my view.
1-0 pitch inside for ball two.
Is that okay, Mr. Francis?
It works for
Everything
me.
okay?
I'm poking
All right.
my head out this other window.
Great, great.
2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch. A breaking ball in
Good
for a
pitch.
strike on the outside corner.
Real good pitch. Power slider there from Colby Diaz.
The 2-1 pitch,
Oh, yeah.
fastball right down the middle, a no-doubter for strike two, and that will even things up. So got some good things for the broadcast tonight. Got some trivia, some Ranger trivia, Nolan Ryan trivia for you, and we'll
Come on, ring him up.
have y'all chime in. That pitch misses for ball three, and that will take the count full. The payoff pitch, a breaking ball. This is cut on and hit into foul territory and goes foul out of play. So we do have several trivia questions for Nolan Ryan and Texas Rangers. It's their 50th anniversary this year.
Sure is, yeah.
As they first started playing in Arlington back in 1972.
I cannot wait to watch that movie about Nolan Ryan.
Oh, it was awesome. That kind of what brought that up. Oh, he gets the outside
There we
corner
go.
for another strikeout. And out number one of the inning. That will bring up the designated hitter, Riley Leininger. Diaz from the windup. First pitch to Leininger inside for ball one. So the Rangers have actually put together a little documentary on Nolan Ryan.
I can't wait to see
They
it.
posted that on Facebook today, and I shared that with my friends on Facebook.
That's going
It's
to be
gonna
fantastic.
It's going to be awesome, and they've got a lot of different celebrities and people that he pitched to throughout his long tenured career. 2-0 the count to Leininger. Curveball in for a strike.
The
And
little I've seen, the pitch wise from Colby, his curveball looks on tonight.
2-ball, 1-strike count to Leininger. A fastball.
Oh, come on. Not sure where that was.
Not sure where that's missing. I mean, that was, as Alipa would say, right down the middle.
Yeah. Missed knee high down the middle.
3-1 the count to Leininger. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner.
Might have been a makeup call there.
So you got some Georgetown fans obviously disappointed in that call. Payoff pitch coming up. 3-2 curveball, and Leininger caught looking. We're out number 2.
Great pitch there. Curveball 3-2. You know he's feeling it if he's being called to throw a curveball at 3-2. Really commanding that curveball really well tonight.
That will bring up Logan Smith, the third baseman. First pitch fouled off for a strike. Landon Petty on deck for the Eagles. The sun came back out from behind the clouds, and you see the shadows across the field.
Yeah, long shadows right now.
The 0-1 delivery.
That was low.
Fastball misses low. That's a nice-looking pitch.
It's a great pitch. Unhittable.
Colby being a downhill pitcher. A breaking ball.
Ooh.
In for a called strike,
Take that call. Thank you.
1-2 the count to Smith. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in for strike 3 call. And just all Smith could do is just tip his hat and go back to the dugout, because he knew after it crossed, he's like, oh my gosh. You just kind of saw it in that. So
completely buckled for I call it the jelly leg, right?
Diaz strikes out the side. 2 looking, 1 swinging. And the Eagles get nothing out of it. On to the bottom we go. We're still scoreless here at Raider Field. Due up for the Raiders in the second. Caspar, Miller, and Correjo. We want to take this opportunity to recognize our home run sponsors. The Recon Shop. Hey, does your vehicle have hail damage or even pesky door dings? The Recon Shop is here to help. We're conveniently located in Cedar Park, and you can get in touch with us at 512-290-HAIL. That's 512-290-4245. Check out our banner by the concession stand. We would love to walk you through the hail damage claim process or remove those pesky door dings, restoring your vehicle's value. We are your local paintless dent repair specialists, and to learn more about our service, visit our website at thereconshop.com. Caden Caspar will come to the plate. We'll get this bottom half started up. Lefty versus lefty matchup with Jacob Haddon on the mound. First pitch in for a strike on the inside little slider. Not really much break to it.
No. It just change of pace. I think it's more about change of pace.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. And
same thing with that. Change of pace. He changes his speeds well, and
Caspar definitely liked what he saw.
Got out in front of it. Yep.
Landon Miller on deck. Caspar gets a piece of this one, and it just goes foul right next to the fence.
Yeah, that did stay in play, but man, that was too far to get to.
Yeah, I would have given a tip of the cap to Klaus Keismore if he'd been able to get to it.
That he would have covered a ton of ground right there.
A ton of ground. As they're playing the wind, so they're kind of shifted towards center more. And look at that big gap between right and center with Landon Petty. Foul tip.
He spoiled a good pitch right there. That's what it's all about, is trying to get more pitches, trying to get the pitcher to throw more pitches and get up to that 110 pitch limit.
The 0-2 pitch catches him looking for a strikeout. That's the first strikeout for Haddon on the night. That will bring up the center fielder, Landon Miller. Of course, you recall Landon Miller had that 3-run blast at Eastview on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that thing brought rain. It was so high. It looked like it went up in the air about 100 feet.
Pitch gets the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah.
That's the first time he's given that far of an outside pitch.
Yeah, that's a tough. That's a tough pitch right there. I thought it was outside and low.
The 0-1 swing and a miss for strike 2. And the Raiders at last 2 at bats have gotten an 0-2 count.
They're swinging.
Start off.
Yeah, it seems like they're swinging through it, maybe a little bit ahead of it.
The 0-2 high and outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count to Miller. 1-2 pitch. Just misses outside. He gave that pitch as a strike.
Yep.
Earlier in the at-bat. Colin Correjo on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that will do it for Landon Miller. That will bring up the right fielder, Colin Correjo. That wind really starting to pick up again, Steve. It kind of lit up a little bit, but you can see those flags moving out in center field straight away, and they are whipping.
I'd really like to see Colin just hit this right back up the middle. Not do too much with it. Maybe to the right, maybe to the left side even.
Well, one thing about this umpire, Steve, he's been consistently inconsistent.
Oh, he was going to call that a strike there.
To make up for the first one.
Yep.
2 balls, no strike count to Colin Correjo.
Colin should be looking for his little pitch right here, right in a little zone, and looking to drive it. Wasn't there.
That pitch gets the bottom of the zone for the first strike. 2-1 the count. Joe Sparshoe on deck. The 2-1 pitch. Well, I will say this. It's a 2-2 count, but he's thrown more strikes since this at bat.
I was going to say
that he didn't get called. The 2-2, that's squibs in the dirt for ball 3, and the count goes full. You know, a lot of times you get lefties that do not like pitching to left-handed batters. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss.
Oh, man.
And Georgetown answers with 3 strikeouts of their own.
So, yeah, we saw 6 batters in the second inning, and all of them strikeouts. For both.
And both of them at the bottom of the order.
Yep.
The Raiders and the Eagles have both batted the same number of batters in each half of the inning so far.
Amazing.
Due up for the Eagles, Petty, Hellman, and Davis. We want to take the opportunity to recognize Austin Summit Group Realty. Austin Summit Group Realty is proud to support Rouse Raider Baseball and their amazing group of boys and coaches. ASG has been in business for over 22 years and has been ranked in the top 10 by the Austin Business Journal year after year. If you need help with anything real estate related, please call Mike or Chrissy Caputo at 512-671-HOME. That's 512-671-4663. And thank you, home run sponsors, for your sponsorship of Rouse Raider Baseball. We could not do this without your generous support. So I mentioned earlier that we have some trivia questions.
Oh, boy.
For
you know I'm coming in late, right?
All right.
Oh, boy.
So
they're going to put me on the spot. And
the 50 years. Well, this is to our fans. They can chime in.
Okay.
And they can answer these questions as well. So, first question. Who was the outfielder that caught a fly ball to right to secure Nolan Ryan's 6th no-hitter?
6th?
His 6th no-hitter.
I'm obviously thinking it's Ranger.
Obviously.
Okay. We're thinking this is a Ranger.
These are Rangers. Every
And
one of
this
these are Ranger related.
This was in the 90s. I don't think that's in the 90s. Early
that
90s.
That would have been in the 80s.
This would have been in the 80s? Okay.
Diaz will deal outside as Petty shows bunt and lays off for ball one. 1-0 the count to Petty. He will take for ball two. Two and 0 the count. Petty will show bunt again and lay off for ball three.
Yeah, this is a take. This is a take all the way.
3-0 the count. 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Petty, the ninth batter of the order. Fastball right down the middle.
He wanted
it, but
he was trying to sell it, but the umpire wasn't buying it.
He didn't try to sell it too hard.
No.
He didn't question it at all. So the payoff pitch.
Oh.
And Diaz just a little upset about that.
I think he thought it was low or something because that ball was over the plate. Sure looked like over the plate.
And that will bring up Eli Hellman. Hellman struck out his first time up.
Still pondering that outfielder in the 80s, huh?
In the 80s.
I'm thinking of two names, actually.
Diaz from the stretch. Breaking ball misses
Am I allowed
for
to
ball one.
Am I allowed to guess on that?
No, you can guess.
I'm thinking either Gary Pettis or maybe a Rusty Greer.
Nope, you're definitely wrong on that.
I'm wrong on both. Oh, we got him. Got him.
Picking off at first base. Caught stealing was Landon Petty.
Definitely was leaning, and I know earlier you were talking about Colby Diaz's quick pickoff move right there. He was leaning towards second, and he caught him. Great move right there.
1-0 the count to Hellman. And pitch misses for ball two. If it helps at all, Mark Holtz, the Ranger broadcaster, had a nickname for him. He called him the Golden Child.
The Golden Child.
The Golden Child.
That one's going to be tough.
The 3-0 pitch misses for ball four.
He's not missing by much at all. Man.
And that will bring up Davis. Davis 1 for 1 with a single to left. Actually, no, it was a single to right. My bad.
It may have gotten him there. Oh. Made a very close play out of that.
Hellman extends his lead. Diaz comes set. He will throw to first, not in time. The thing you see with Diaz, he really trusts his arm.
Okay.
Throwing to first.
So what's happening here is the umpire is telling the on-deck batter that he really needs to get into the more of the on-deck circle versus being near
behind the plate.
Yeah. Right.
Pitch gets the outside corner for strike one.
That's a safety thing that the field umpire noticed.
So reaching back into the 80s, who can answer that question? who was and I will tell you, who is a right fielder. It was a fly ball to right to secure Nolan Ryan's 6th no-hitter. Believe it was a strike call on the pitch.
It was, yeah.
But Hellman gets back safely as Salazar came off the bag to play a possible bunt. Diaz will step off and feint a throw to first.
Yeah, he can do that if he steps off the rubber first. And he did.
Curveball. This is
Foul ball.
hit foul.
Very close, but no, that was called immediately by the home plate umpire. Foul ball.
Coach Vieira tried to sell it as a fair ball.
Yep. So that ball hit on the ground, but because it hit before the bag, it has to go over the bag. There. It doesn't necessarily have to land in fair territory after the bag, but it has to go over the bag, and no part of the ball was deemed to go over the third base bag. So that is why they called that a foul ball. And it's the home plate umpire's call there.
The 0-2, that's down and away for ball one.
Good block, good catch by Carter Heinrich right there, and saved the runner from going to second.
1 on with 1 out here in the top of the third. We're still scoreless. Diaz from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. This is hit out towards center. Landon Miller will camp underneath it, make the catch, and that will do it for Davis.
Almost didn't have to move. Landon Miller almost didn't have to move. He was right there, and it was a can of corn. Easy fly ball.
That will bring up Zach Mozick. Mozick grounded out to second his first time up. So, Steve, nobody's really chiming in on that, so I assume that
I'm trying to.
they're not familiar with Texas Ranger baseball history, so I'll give you a little bit longer, and
I'm
I'll
still thinking
help
of it.
you out.
Let me think of another.
Throw to first, not in time, as
So you
Hellman dives back in.
No Rusty Greer, no Gary Pettis.
You want me to give you a little bit of a hint?
There goes the runner.
Going down to second.
Oh,
In
you got
time.
him. Yep. Good.
And caught stealing. The throw down by Carter Heinrich to get the out. That will go 2-3 on the put out, or 2-4 on the put out. Where was it? The shortstop. I think I missed that one. I want to say Sparshoe covered the bag. 2-6 on the put out of Hellman. And in a roundabout way, the Eagles go in order.
Kind of go in
Kinda.
order. They lost 2 guys on the base path, so.
Right.
All right.
9 runs, no hits. They don't leave anybody. After 2.5, we're still scoreless here in Leander. We've gone through 14 total innings of baseball in this series, and only 1 run has scored so far.
1 run. Hey,
So-
I've got an update on the scores, or actually the game that's going on right now, the game that everybody's wondering about. Liberty Hill is beating Leander right now, 4-1 in the bottom of the second. So we will still be scoreboard watching this entire game because that game means a lot to a lot of folks.
Yeah, we did mention that. The 2 key matchups tonight, this game and Liberty Hill versus Leander. And Liberty Hill is at Leander, so that is at the Diamond at Leander.
Yeah.
So anyway, I will give you his initials.
Oh, okay.
His initials are RS.
Oh, I'm not going to get that. RS.
RS.
Oh, my Rusty Staub. Ryan Sandberg.
No.
Rusty Staub.
Ryan
Rusty
Sandberg
Staub wasn't
played
even
for
a
the
Rangers guy.
So. All right. Well, I guess I will help you out with that, Mr. Raider. That would be Ruben Sierra.
Oh my gosh, yes. Right fielder.
Sparshoe will take for ball one.
I should have known that. Come on. Man.
Joe Sparshoe leading off the third for the Raiders. He's followed by Heinrich and Gonzalez. He will foul this one down the left field side for a strike, and that will even the count. Oh, Dustin Wilson came on. He said, Ruben Sierra. So I got to give that to him.
There he is.
He had it. I guess I didn't see it before I said it. So
That's
Ruben
great.
Sierra. The 1-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball two. And I do have some other trivia questions that we'll bring up at the next half, Eddie.
There we go.
2-1. A swing and a miss. They actually got a piece of it, the umpire says, and that will even things up at 2. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Mr. Sparshoe as he will head back to the dugout. And Jacob Haddon with 4 consecutive strikeouts.
Man.
That will bring up the second baseman, Rainer Heinrich.
The Raiders are making Mr. Haddon work. That was his 40th pitch of the game so far.
Heinrich will foul that one off for a strike. Blake Gonzalez on deck. Lights are on and the shadows are gone. Yeah, 1 pitch. That's inside for a ball. And that will even the count up. From the windup, the 1-1. This is popped up and shallow, and Haddon will make the catch himself.
That was the only person that could make that play. The catcher was not getting over there. The first baseman was not getting over there. It was just in that little dead zone where the pitchers typically don't catch fly balls unless it's in the dirt circle. But good athletic play by Jacob Haddon there.
Blake Gonzalez will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left his first time up. He will take for a ball. Oscar Salazar on deck. The 1-0 pitch. It's down and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, just a junior.
Just a junior.
2-0.
Going to be strong next year.
That was a generous call right there. 2-1 the count as Haddon gets the outside corner. Nobody on with 2 outs. That pitch misses low for ball 3. Haddon winds and deals. This is
Looped out there.
Looped out into shallow center field, and E.J. Davis will make the catch. And that will do it for the Raider third. They go in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And after 3 complete, we're scoreless here at Raider Field. So we want to take this opportunity to recognize one of our other sponsors, Brows by Hattie.
Here we go. Yep.
Hey, ladies, get your brows done with Brows and Such by Hattie. Semi-permanent makeup applied to perfection. Get the shape you've always wanted and keep it. Save time applying your brows, eyeliner, and lip blush. Wake up every day looking fantastic. Check out Brows and Such by Hattie on Facebook and Instagram and book an appointment today. Call or text 512-817-3493. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of Rouse Raider Baseball. Trivia question number 2.
Yeah, go for it.
You good for it?
Let's do it.
All right. This concerns Nolan Ryan's 7th no-no.
Okay, the seventh no-no.
The seventh no-no. Who was the left-handed batter that Nolan Ryan struck out for no-hitter number 7?
Dang it. All right, we got it. Okay, hold on. Left-handed batter for his 7th and final no-hitter.
Right.
Okay. So that was early 90s time frame, if I remember.
It might have been. Yeah,
I
it could be.
I think it was early. Yeah.
Could have been 91.
Yep. So, oops. Let's go back to the video board. Why don't we show our folks the field here? 91 time frame, and it was a left-handed batter.
Left-handed batter. Zach Mozik will lead off the 4th for the Eagles. Mozik 0 for 1. He grounded out to second. He will take for a strike.
Nobody has chimed in on the chat room yet.
Not
for
yet.
this.
Not yet.
Left-handed batter.
It lags quite a bit, so we may not see it
What?
for a while. Reese Bell on deck. Diaz tying his shoelace.
So we're gonna have to get a little more hints.
This is hit back up the middle. Rainer Heinrich able to play it. The throw to first in time, and that will do it for Mozik.
What a really strong throw by Rainer Heinrich right there, and it covered some good ground to.
And it was opposite
take
glove
care of it.
hand.
Yeah,
And
he
that was an outstanding effort in play, and Rainer Heinrich has done nothing but impress me all season long.
I mean,
He has been in this leadoff spot. You know, last year we kind of ebbed and flowed with that leadoff spot between Jake Alepa and Keegan Solomon. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Reese Bell. Reese Bell drew a walk his first time up. 1-0 the count. Diaz has the sign, and he will deal the 1-0 pitch. And it's misses for ball 2.
No, it's so many times, going back to Rainer, so many times kids are given the opportunity and they kind of take it, or they timidly take it. He has taken hold of that second base and leadoff spot, and just really, really taken it and said, "This is mine."
Pitch misses low for ball 3, and man, Dustin Wilson is on fire. You are correct. It is an Alomar.
And Alomar,
Ball 4.
Roberto,
Nope.
Sandy
Alomar. And Bell draws back-to-back walks, and that's probably not necessarily a bad thing.
I don't think that's
with the dangerous hitter. He is batting in that 4th spot.
He's as powerful as he looks. I'll tell you, he's many home runs, and you just got to pitch him carefully.
Throw over, not in time. He almost catches him leaning, but Bell just gets back. Landon Heil grounded out to second his first time. I mean, the short his first time up. And he will take for a ball.
We need Colby to find the strike zone here.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. It's inside for a ball.
Tell you what, his fastball has a lot of run to it. A lot of movement.
Brings in a little slider there to get that outside corner for a strike. And that'll take the count 2-1. 1 on with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Scoreless. Throw over.
It's close.
Oscar thought for sure that he had him.
That is a very close play right there.
Again, the throw over, not in time, and that time he was safe for sure.
Yeah.
Diaz will deal a breaking ball in for a called strike, and that will take the count even at 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count to Landon Heil. The 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3, and the count goes full.
Got to throw your best pitch here, and just got to throw the strike.
Throw to first, not in time as Bell dives back in safely. He's definitely getting that uniform dirty.
I was going to say, he's getting a workout over there.
Diaz comes set. The payoff pitch. This is cut on and hit up to short. Sparshu has it to second for 1. At first for 2, and the Raiders turn a double play.
Beautiful play. Man, what great defense.
That will go 6-4, 4-3. And again, they go kind of in order.
kind of in order. They leave nobody. They leave no runners on base. And they sent three batters to the plate.
Right?
Is that right?
That is right.
Man,
3 batters.
crazy.
Jacob Haddon makes his way back out to the mound to pitch the 4th for the Eagles. So both teams have responded in kind.
Man.
Due up for the Raiders in the 4th, Salazar, Diaz, and Heinrich.
Need to get something started right now.
We definitely do.
I mean, it's time.
Raiders have struggled
This is
to generate much. They do have the 1 hit on the night.
This is the lineup, though, with Salazar, Diaz, and Heinrich coming up. This is a good,
solid heart of the order.
The heart of the order, and it's a good time to get a rally started.
I don't think that was the right walk-up song, was it? Oscar Salazar will stand in. He will take for a strike.
A little slider or curveball.
Works that outside corner.
Yeah, started it as a ball and brought it in as a strike.
The 0-1. I'm not sure where that one missed. But it did, and that will even the count up at 1. 1-1 pitch. It's fouled off for strike 2.
He had a meaty swing on that. Good aggressive swing.
Boy, he can give it a ride, and I would love to see him do that over that left field fence.
Just make some solid contact, and
wind's still blowing briskly, but not as sharp as it was earlier. The 1-2 pitch, that's high and outside for ball 2. We do have some more trivia for later on in the game. The 2-2 pitch. This is popped up.
that went way
Klaus
high.
Kaisemore will make the catch, and that will do it for Salazar.
So another look at the scoreboard. Elsewhere, it is Liberty Hill 9, Leander 1. And I believe that is in maybe the 4th inning, maybe the 3rd or 4th inning. I can't tell right now, but it's that one's starting to look like it's getting away from the Leander Lions.
First pitch to Diaz, down and away for a ball.
You know, they probably look at Diaz just like we look at Reese Bell.
The 1-0 is
They're going to pitch him carefully, I'm
hit
sure.
foul. And that will even the count. I thought that he had popped it up. Good thing it went foul.
Yeah.
It got him to roll over on it. The 1-1, that's hit foul for strike 2. Again, let us know where y'all are watching from, and we'll give you a shout out. The 1-2, that's high and outside for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. That is
Oh,
fouled back. Oh, you talk about spoiling a good pitch.
He spoiled a good pitch, but he had a great look at it. Guess I think he just barely missed that one. Just a little piece of it.
The 2-2. That's outside.
Boy.
Mozick tried to sell it. He caught it out here and pulled his
Yeah.
glove back over the middle right quick.
Yeah, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. It didn't work this time, but man, oh man.
Fans in the stands bought it, but you and I, we saw that with our keen eye.
Yep.
That is hit out to left center. That'll be a base hit for Diaz.
Hey, a base hit.
And on comes Sammy Walsh, the courtesy running specialist for the Raiders. Oh, we got a new bat boy.
Who's that? Oh, we do.
Yeah, he's wearing number 55.
Huh.
I believe that's Carson Voigt's number. Carter Heinrich will come to the plate. Heinrich with a slow rolling dribbler down to Reese Bell at first. His last time up. Walsh extending his lead. Haddon will throw over, not in time.
Lefties are very, very hard to figure out if they're going to the plate or going to the yeah, he's going to the
Walsh safe, and I think he might have stepped on Bell's foot
Ouch.
as Bell had his foot on the bag.
It is not comfortable getting spiked by the
It wasn't
getting
intentional.
spiked.
Wasn't,
No,
definitely
not,
wasn't intentional.
not intentional at all, but it still hurts. Very short lead. And he has to.
Heinrich will take for a strike.
He has to take a very short lead because lefties are just that way. Just tough to figure out.
Well, it's also true that this is hit high and shallow left. And Klaus Keismore will make the catch. He's gotten a lot of action over there on that left field side. He's caught 4 fly balls over there.
Gosh.
Left fielder number 7, Caden Spar.
That will bring up the left fielder, Caden Kaspar. Kaspar will take for a ball on a pitch that was well inside.
He was jumping back. It was, I believe that might have been on one of his little sliders. Just didn't break enough.
The 1-0. This is hammered down the right field line and goes foul for strike one. Count evens up at 1. So the next trivia question is a multiple part question.
Uh-oh.
Walsh takes off. He is headed to second. The throw down will not be in time, and Sammy Walsh will pick up a stolen base for the Raiders.
I didn't see what it was. Was that called a ball?
Yes.
Okay, that was called a ball. Okay.
I think he's showing 2-2, didn't he?
I think he's showing 2-2, unfortunately. Yep, 2-2.
Yeah, I only had 2-1.
I only had 2-1. I just had the foul. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't.
I think they miscounted.
I think he miscounted. He threw a strike in there. Kaspar will foul that one off.
Now it would be 2-2 anyways.
All right.
So it's
okay.
Baseball has a way of doing that.
Yeah.
Give it away.
work it back out. Now he's right. Well, all three of us are. So
yeah.
Three generally aren't going to be wrong on that. You know, we might be wrong on what the the pitch was called when on the throw down to second. Deuce is wild for Caden Caspar. Haddon will deal. This is lined up.
Oh,
second.
nobody
There's
there.
Nobody at first. Sam Walsh will round third. And he's that scorer. But Sam Walsh, the courtesy running specialist, comes across the
I tell you what,
Zach Mozick drops the throw to home, and the Raiders are on the board.
he always causes havoc out there on the base paths and takes a little gamble, all that stuff, and he just always comes through and he plays his role on this team to perfection.
That is a base hit for Caden Caspar. There was nobody covering the bag at first. Jacob Haddon might have fell asleep just a bit. The pitcher should cover. Swing and a miss from Landon Miller.
It is also a tough play for a lefty because he sees that ball hit to second base. He's falling off to third base.
Swing and miss on the outside corner for strike two.
But you're right. He should be covering second base there. Any ball hit to the right needs to have the first baseman run over. And he did not. He was caught being a spectator at that point.
The 0-2, this is hit out to center. This is going to fall in front of Andon Petty, and the Raiders have another base hit. Runners at first and second.
Wow.
Raiders getting a little offense going here in the bottom of the fourth.
That is going to make, I don't know if is that Coach Vieira going out?
No, that's not Coach Vieira.
That's not Coach Vieira. Okay. It's going to get a talking to by his pitching coach.
I think that's Coach Rom.
Coach Rom, okay.
Oh, we're live.
Throw an arrow.
Yeah, well, I didn't put the error down, but yeah, it would have been. Yeah. So
I don't know.
the Eagles, I mean, it was
It's just
it was a hit. So I mean, there's no question there.
that's a hit. That's a hit.
Right.
But
So it was.
did he take home from third to home? Did he take from third to home based on an error? And I don't know. I don't know how to score that, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I really didn't count it an error.
A good throw gets him? Does a good throw get him? Because if a good throw gets him, then I guess you do have to. That's a hard error to score for me.
Well, it was in and out of the glove of Mozick. So
And the
I
ball
think
was
he
in the
turned his
dirt.
head.
And the
Yeah,
ball was in the
in
dirt. So you throw it. It's a throwing error on
the throwing error on the third baseman, Logan Smith. First pitch misses for ball one.
Which all that does is it takes away an RBI from Caden Caspar, and it takes an earned run away from Jacob Haddon. Because it would come in as an unearned run at that point. He scored on the error, so it's an unearned, yeah.
1-0 the count to Correjo. Little shoddy. Joe Sparshew on deck.
Big spot here for Colin Correjo. Always nice to have a 2-out rally.
Well, the speed that Caspar and Miller are on the base paths right now, a good deep single or a hit to right or left, a line drive would be huge.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch misses for ball two as he pitch in the dirt.
I think a base hit's going to score. Is that Caspar at second? Yeah.
The 2-0, swing and a miss. Well, pitch that was down the middle.
Yeah, he just swung right through it. Looked like his timing was on.
2-ball, 1-strike count to Correjo. 2 on with 2 out. Caden Caspar at second. Haddon will deal. This is hit out.
That needs to get on your
Center,
horse.
that's going to drop.
That did
And
drop.
that's going to score Caden Caspar. It's not a force. He had to tag him.
Wow. Big.
So that will be a single for Correjo. He will go to second on the throw to third.
Yep.
And the Raiders have put 2 across in this inning.
Great at bat by Colin Correjo. He dunked it out there into center field, and great effort. Was that Petty?
Yeah, Andon Petty.
Well, that was a great effort. He almost caught that ball, but it definitely hit the ground.
Joe Sparshoe comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his last time up. He will take outside for ball 1.
So you really saw the speed there by the Raiders on the base paths that last play. Everybody's hustling. Everybody's all out.
We do have some activity going in the Georgetown bullpen. That pitch misses high.
I mean, if Colin Correjo doesn't bust out of the box right when he hits it, he's not on second. He'd be out. So,
if I'm
great
looking
play.
correctly, I think that may be Wade Denton getting loose. Pitch inside for ball 3.
Well, Wade Denton came in, and Wade Denton pitched against us last game, and he pitched really well.
And I think that is, let me see the lineup for Georgetown. Number 4. That is Wade Denton. He is getting loose in the Eagle bullpen. 3-0 the count to Joe Sparshoe. There is a base open. Jacob Haddon from the stretch. Pitch. That's down the middle for a strike, and you knew he was taking.
Yeah, take sign on all the way.
All the way.
You had to take right there.
Rainer Heinrich on deck. The 3-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Rainer Heinrich will come to the plate. Heinrich is 0 for 2. He has flown out to left and popped up in foul territory to the pitcher. Looking for a little redemption right here.
No sign of the coach coming out to pull him. Rainer's gonna get Haddon here. Interesting. I thought he would pull him.
Haddon deals. This is hit foul down the left field line, and that definitely could have spelled trouble had it gone fair. Logan Smith covering the bag at third. Blake Gonzalez on deck. The 0-1 pitch, and misses low for ball 1. That'll even the count up. Mozick gives the sign. The 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's a strike. Yep.
Right,
that's the high strike.
That's that high strike, and
high strike, high and outside strike, but nevertheless, it was a strike. I was a little worried about it as soon as the catcher caught it.
1-2 the count to Heinrich. The 1-2 pitch. This is hit deep to left. Kaisermore.
Oh, what a play.
Sticks his glove out and makes the catch, and he had to extend his glove.
Man.
Just a couple of more inches, that would have fallen in.
That, a catch like that saves 3 runs. Man.
And it has been the Ty Klaus Kaisermore show out and left tonight. But the Raiders get 2 runs on 4 hits. They leave them loaded. And on to the 5th we go. 2-0 Rouse. So,
I'm ready.
you ready for the next one?
I'm getting there.
All right.
Yep.
See how well your Ranger knowledge is in effect.
I'm 0 for 2 so far.
Who is then? We got to give the listeners an opportunity to chime in.
All right.
So just don't blurt it out if you know it off the top of your head. Who is the Rangers' only pitcher to pitch a perfect game in their history?
I know it.
Okay.
Okay. I know that one.
Give me the pitcher.
Okay.
Give me the date and year.
Oh, come on.
Give me the batter. And I will tell you, it was a fly ball to center, and give me the outfielder.
Oh. Okay, so
Okay.
I know one. I can guess another. I can guess the year. And then after that, I'm done.
So
So
give me the pitcher. Give me the year and the date. Give me the batter to fly out to center.
what?
And I might give it to you if you can tell me who the team was. And who was the outfielder that made the catch. Due up for the Eagles in the 5th. Klaus Kizemore, Leininger, and Smith. Colby Diaz out to pitch the 5th.
Made the catch in center field.
Made the catch in center field.
Makes me.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. And you could say that this particular outfielder saved that perfect game for this pitcher. A little changeup in for strike 2, and Klaus Kizemore with an 0-2 count. Diaz winds and deals the 0-2. Nice pitch spoiled by Klaus Kizemore.
All he was trying to do was just get just a piece of it, just to hit it foul. So he had another pitch to look at here.
The 0-2 pitch.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
There we
Strike
go.
3. And Klaus Kizemore has struck out back-to-back. Riley Leininger will come to the plate. Leininger 0 for 1. He was caught looking back in the 2nd when Diaz struck out the side.
Can I give a little hint to the pitcher?
Let's give it at
right.
least to the next half inning, right?
I just have I don't have something that's going to give it away, but I definitely, since you know it, you're going to be like, yep, okay.
Oh, Leininger will take for a ball. That will get by Heinrich.
Need to find the strike zone. Gotta find them. You know, the outs that they've been giving out on the base paths, the Georgetown Eagles have been giving out on the base paths have actually helped Colby Diaz not pitch as much.
Inside pitch in for a strike. Logan Smith helping himself out with his on-deck fielding percentage on that pass ball a while ago. The 3-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. Actually, he fouled it off. Got a piece of it.
He helped Colby on that one because that was going to be ball 4.
As Heinrich had to come out of his crouch.
But
Daniel Norris listening in. Go Raiders. Hey, Daniel. Well, we could use some of your arm this year, buddy. This is chopped foul and fair territory.
Oh, what a play.
And a bang-bang play by Colby Diaz.
That is a difficult play. Colby Diaz threw that right over the helmet of the base runner. And for Oscar Salazar to go ahead and snag that ball right on top of that helmet was and he made it look, just go ahead. I mean, he just made it look routine. But, man,
Logan
play.
Smith will come to the plate. He was also a strikeout victim. He caught looking back in the second. He will take for a strike. 0-1 just misses that outside corner.
Yeah, that's got to be another width of a ball in, and I think it'll clip the outside corner there. Oh,
A
hit him.
breaking ball will hit him and put him on base. He went to his curveball, and
He obviously lost the handle on that one, right? I mean,
Daniel says he wishes he could. Hey, we wish you could too, brother. Yeah, for sure. We need a lefty. I mean, these guys are doing good, but to have a lefty the caliber that you are, young man, would be a good fit. And I talked to Coach Crimpine about that. I said we need a Daniel Norris, and he said yes, we do. Landon Petty will stand in. He'll take for strike one.
definitely missed.
Smith extends his lead at first. That pitch misses down and away for a ball. One ball, one strike count to Petty. Petty drew a walk his first time up, and it was picked off. Throw over to first, not in time. All right, so this inning's trivia question. Who was the only Ranger pitcher to pitch a perfect game? Give me his name, the date and the year.
Oh, good
Pitch
play.
down and away for a ball.
Carter Heinrich, good play.
The batter he faced, and the outfielder who caught the fly ball. Steve's chomping at the bit.
I know one, and I can guess on the date. I know the pitcher, and I can
Hey,
guess on the
there's George Garcia chiming in. Glad to have you here.
Yes, he did.
A check swing and went around, and that will ring him up for strike two, and that will even the count. Deuces wild for Landon Petty. One on with 2 outs.
Good time for a strike, Colby.
Down and away for ball 3, and Petty works the count full.
A little bit of an overthrow there, maybe.
Oh, George Garcia chiming in. Yes. So you got that much correct. Give me the year and the day, the batter, and the outfield. Throw over to first, not in time.
My hint was going to be the gambler.
The Oh,
gambler.
yeah. A little late, but caught up on the feed. All right. Ball 4, and Petty will draw a back-to-back walk.
I know Colby really wanted that one.
Eli Hellman will come to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He has struck out, walked, and been caught stealing. All right, George, that is the incorrect year. First pitch outside for ball 1. Coach Crimpine is going to call time.
Oh, he's going out. 80 pitches in the books for Colby Diaz right now.
Do have activity going in the Raider bullpen. It might be Blake Gonzalez. And that's Oscar Salazar.
I don't know. Does he have a blister?
So not really sure. So we'll figure it out.
Hmm.
Okay, Dustin Wilson, Greer in center. That is correct. Rusty Greer was the center fielder. The Red Baron, they called him.
The red.
Come on, pull it.
No.
This is a coaching thing.
Raiders have 2 outs on the Eagles, so they need 1. Hellman at the plate with an 0-1 count.
A 1-0.
Or 1-0 count. No. I read it wrong. Yes, I know it. Hellman shows bunt.
There's no way they're going
He
to. I mean,
lays off and he pitches a strike.
I guess in high school baseball you can bunt at any time, but usually bunting with 2 outs isn't the best idea because you will get out at first.
Fastball sails high for ball 2.
It definitely would surprise me if you bunted here.
A 2-1. That's ball 3.
He has just lost the strike zone just a bit. Got to come back and be tough here.
The 3-1, swing and a miss for a strike 2 call. And the count goes full.
Now the runners will be off on the pitch. They will be in motion. 3-2, 2 outs.
The payoff pitch coming up. Payoff pitch is low for ball 4, and that will load the bases for the Eagles.
Oh, boy.
So you have a hit batter and a walk at second and third. And a walk at first. So free passes to load the bases. And so many times we've said there's no defense for that.
Yep. He's not going to get any borderline strikes right now. The umpire's not there to help him at all. So do need to watch the third base runner because he could necessarily start and maybe steal home. There it is.
A little changeup on the outside corner for a strike. The count evens up at 1. Breaking ball in for strike 2.
Big pitch here, man. Big pitch.
Zach Mazik on deck. 1-2 pitch. A fastball. In for strike 3 call.
Man.
And that will end the Eagle threat in the 5th. They get no runs on no hits. They leave them loaded. On to the bottom we go. Your Raiders are leading 2-0 over the Georgetown Eagles.
Good to see Colby really step up and show his heart right there. And
he worked his way out of a terrible jam.
That was a tough situation that he was in, and he found the strike zone when he needed it, and got the strikeout, reached back and went to the well a little bit.
He did. He went to the well a lot right there to get out of that one.
So Colby Diaz is 89 pitches through 5 innings. He'll have 21 pitches left for the 6th and 7th. So we probably will get to the bullpen at some point tonight.
So going back to the trivia question, that's kind of a tough haul if you don't know off the top of your head without fudging a little bit and going to the internet. Dr. Google, as I heard it referred
Dr.
to.
Google.
Yeah,
great.
Dr. Google or Professor Google or what have you. We do have a pitching change for the Eagles. Number 4, Wade Denton, comes on in relief of Jacob Haddon.
This will be the Rouse Raiders' second time of seeing him this year. He went 6 2/3 innings in that 12-inning marathon. He allowed 0 hits in 6 2/3 innings, and he only allowed 2 walks, so 2 base runners total.
Right.
That whole night. So
George came up with the year, Steve, 1994.
94, okay.
It was the opening year at the ballpark in Arlington. And the date was July 28th, 1994.
July 28th, huh? I was going to guess on that. I was going to guess April 22nd.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking you were trying to pull one over on us.
Well, you could have gotten that figured out on my post that I posted for that video when I shared the video, right? Blake Gonzalez will take for a ball. Batting for the Raiders in their half of the fifth. Gonzalez, Salazar, and Diaz. The 1-0. That gets the top corner. Hey, no Google, says George. Gonzalez with an even count at 1. 1-1 pitch from Denton, a swing and a miss. Or a foul tip, so says the umpire. And it seems like every time there's a swing and a miss in my eyes, he's always given that sign as though it was a foul tip to the catcher. 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and missed for strike 3.
Looks like it's more of the same for Mr. Denton against Rouse Raider baseball. Rouse Raider hitters right now.
So he owed that perfect game to the Red Baron, Rusty Greer, on a fly ball out to center that looked like it was going to fall. And he covered some ground and was able to make a diving catch. And I mean, just the glove right at the ground catch to save the perfect game. 1-0 pitch and misses for a ball. It'll make the count 2-0. Colby Diaz on deck. Salazar 1 for 2. He will foul this one off for strike 1.
I just got a text from your friend and mine, Michael Eppa. Says July 28th is his birthday, so he wins.
There you go. Michael Eppa. You share something significant with Kenny Rogers. He's the gambler.
The gambler.
Pitch misses high for ball 3. So, and I do have 2 more trivia questions. We'll go ahead and get it at the end of this inning and have one in the 7th. Swing and a miss for strike 2. You do, Oscar. Let's get you on base, Bubba.
Put one up in the air.
Giddy up. Payoff pitch. This is fouled back out of play. So all these questions for the Rangers came about today as the Rangers have put together a little documentary on Nolan Ryan. Pitched down and away for ball 4, and Salazar will draw the walk.
Good at bat there. A lot of pitches seen and everything, and so good at bat by Oscar Salazar.
That will bring up Colby Diaz. Diaz has singled and been hit by a pitch.
Yes.
Carter Heinrich on deck. Denton from the stretch.
Ooh,
check, swing, and a strike.
Unless he considered him swinging around, that ball was outside. Man.
Well, usually they'll point at the batter, so I think he called that pitch a strike.
We need that kind of call.
0-1, that's outside, and that will even the count. 1-1 count to Colby Diaz. Denton comes set, 1-1 pitch. Throw down to first, not in time as Salazar dives back in. The back pick by Mazik. Didn't check Salazar at first. He comes home.
That's a strike.
That's right down the middle.
That's the
Strike
one
two.
Colby wanted to pull the trigger on right there.
That will even the count at 2.
May have been guessing breaking ball, and he got the fastball.
The 2-2 pitch. That's low for ball 3. In game 1 of this series, Wade Denton came on in relief of Nick Silva. Denton comes set. Payoff pitch. This is hit up the middle.
Beautiful.
This is a base hit for Colby Diaz. And the Raiders have 2 on board with 1 out.
Great piece of hitting again, right up the middle. Love it. Love seeing that.
This will bring up the president, Carter Heinrich.
Oh.
Heinrich is 0 for 2. He is grounded out to the first baseman and flown out to left. Throw to second will not be in time as Salazar in standing up, and
Georgetown.
E.J. Davis was nowhere near the bag.
Georgetown has, obviously they've been coached when someone's on second, they have a runner on second, they need to step off. They need to really pay attention to runners on second base.
That goes to the backstop on the wild pitch, and that will advance the runners to second and third. Oh, and I forgot to mention the courtesy running specialist, Sam Walsh.
Sam Walsh in the game.
In the game.
And
he scored the first Raider run.
We saw his presence. He made his presence known in this game, and we're winning by that margin right now. I know we scored another one, but another insurance run, but getting that first run off on the board really was huge.
Pitch outside for a ball.
Runs are at a premium in both. Have been both. How do I say that? Runs have been at a premium for both of these games
in
this year.
Series, right. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss on what would have been a strike anyway. The 2-1 pitch. That is fouled off, and the count will even up at 2. Off the foot of Coach Harris. Bell will toss it back to him. We're going to have to talk to him about his coach's box on deck fielding percentage.
What is he wearing?
We're going to have to talk to him about that.
What is he wearing?
What?
Knee high? Okay.
His knickers on. It's looking like Babe Ruth. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 2, and that will bring up Caden Kaspar. Kaspar is 1 for 2. He was caught looking back in the second, and he singled in the fourth, and eventually came in to score that second run. Raiders would love to get a little insurance here.
I was going to say, man, these runners on base.
He will lay off, and he calls that a strike. Wow.
These are very important runners and very important. It's a very important at bat in this game right now.
There's a lot of real estate up through the middle. The 0-1, that's outside. It's nearly the same exact pitch. So 1-1 on the count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Ron and Deb say, yay, Raiders and Sammy. Yay, Redders. Listen to me. And the 1-2.
Yeah.
It's the outside corner, and Caspar caught looking. And the Raiders strand 2
Ouch.
to end the inning. They get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 2, and after 5 complete, it's 2-0 Rouse. And no lead, Steve, is really enough between these two teams.
Nope.
And you're coming up into the heart of the Eagle order. Mozick, Bell, and Heil.
Yeah, this is a pivotal inning right now that we're looking at, and Colby's going to have to continue to reach deep into that well and come up with some really good pitches. And don't think for a minute that Georgetown doesn't know that he has 89 pitches and 21 more, and he is out of this baseball game, or at least off the mound.
Well, wouldn't an immaculate inning be nice?
Oh, yeah.
Three outs on 3 pitches?
3 pitches, 3 outs, and then we could have him for the 7th as well.
So, trivia question for this inning. Who was the last batter that Nolan Ryan faced in his career?
Oh, I don't know.
What team did he play for, and what was the result of the at-bat?
Oh, I can't. I want to ask a question, but not the result as far as he walked off and was injured, right?
No.
You want to know ground ball to
the
second
result
or
of the bat,
yeah,
of the last batter he faced.
okay.
Mozick will stand in. He is 0 for 2. He is grounded out to second both times. Diaz will deal a fastball down the middle for a strike. Do have activity going in the Raider bullpen. We have a couple of pitchers getting loose.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Gosh.
How was that not a call to strike? I mean, wow. I think he missed one.
1-1. Oh, this is lined back up the middle. Diaz hit by it. Throw to first in time.
Great athletic play by Colby Diaz. Going backwards and fires a bullet to Oscar Salazar. I wonder if they're gonna check on him. Kind of hit him right in the glove. Comeback.
Did he get a glove? He's not rubbing any body parts.
He gave the thumbs up to the coach, and he's fine. Man, you pitchers out there, you really got to finish in the fielding position. Otherwise, you can get hit and hurt pretty hard, pretty bad out there.
Bell is 0 for 0.
Come on.
He is walked both times tonight. 1-0. This is popped up and hit out towards center. Landon Miller tracks it, makes the catch, and that will do it for Mr. Bell.
That's a big out right there. Very big out. And it wasn't. It was just a can of corn, but to get Reese Bell out, he's an all-district guy, and he's going to be going on to Arkansas Tech next year at Division II college. So
that will bring up Landon Heil. He is grounded to short and grounded to second. He's 0 for 2. Pitch outside for ball 1. Storm Lake, Iowa. Well, we're glad to have y'all with us, Ron and Deb. This is 1-0. This is the glove of Sparshoe and into right or left center. And Heil has a base hit by about 4 inches. That hopped over the glove of...
Yeah, it was a hard hit ball, though. I mean, that
Joe Sparshoe. Not an error.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was an error at all. There really wasn't a play that he could make on that. So
we do have a pinch hitter. Now we have a pitch. Wait a minute. Yeah, we got Nick Silva pinch hitting for Klaus Keismore, and he will take outside for a ball. Want to know the count to Silva. Breaking ball misses for ball 2.
Yeah, he threw a 59.5-foot curveball right there into the dirt. Carter Heinrich was able to dig it out, but definitely Colby needs to find the strike zone quickly here, as his pitch count is ever so slightly creeping up now.
2-0 the count to Silva from the stretch. The 2-0 pitch inside on the hands for a strike. And the count goes 2-1. Logan Smith on deck. The 2-1 pitch. This is popped up. Oscar Salazar underneath it, makes the catch, steps on the bag, and they'll do it.
Out number 4.
Out number 4.
So,
and they get no runs on one hit. They leave one after 5.5. It's 2-0 Rouse.
That last pitch was Colby Diaz's 100th pitch of the game. So we'll see if he comes back out. I personally, you've only given up one hit in the game. Actually, I think he's given up 2 now, right?
Yeah, I think he's got two hits.
He's given up 2 hits now.
Yep, 2 hits. That's it. And he's given up 1, 2, 3.
I've got 6 walks.
4, 5 walks and 1 hit batter.
So that's been his Achilles heel right now is throwing strikes,
right?
But what I will say is when he does come up to a really critical batter, he's throwing strikes and he's usually getting a strikeout in the batter. 6 strikeouts recorded for Colby Diaz.
Due up for the Raiders in the 6th, Miller, Correjo, and Sparshu. All right, Steve.
What you got?
Nobody's chiming in on the trivia question,
so
I'm going to give you the opportunity.
Can you repeat the question, please? I feel like I'm in a spelling bee.
Repeat the question.
Who
was the last batter that Nolan Ryan faced in his career?
Oh.
The team he played for, and what was the result of the at-bat?
Oh, I just have a wild.
Pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. This is cut on. It's popped up and playable. Logan Smith underneath it, and he will make the catch. F5 on the putout of Miller. That will bring up Colin Correjo. Correjo was 1 for 2. He struck out and singled.
Los Angeles Angels. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Oh.
You're wrong.
Oakland. Oh. Oakland A's?
Nope.
Oh, darn.
First pitch in for a strike to Correjo.
Now I'm just guessing.
Yeah, you're just guessing. You're
Well,
stabbing in the dark.
I was trying division foes.
Well,
but
I was hoping to see George chime in. Since he seemed to have a little bit of knowledge. That pitch misses.
Wow. He missed
He
over the plate at knee high. Wow. That's
Joe
that gets
Sparshu
people
on
upset.
deck.
That gets people upset on both sides.
On
Honestly.
both sides. He's been consistently inconsistent for both teams. 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1, the swing and a miss for strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. This is popped up and out of play.
when you get an umpire that is consistently inconsistent, and you get that to that 2 strikes, you might as well swing at anything that remotely close. I mean, you got to really open it up because you have no idea.
1-2. This is
That ball's
hit out
drilled.
to right center, and this will fall for a base hit, and Correjo will round first and head back with a single.
That ball was drilled, it looked like to me. That went into the teeth of the wind, and it went pretty far out there, too.
That will bring up little shotty Joe Sparshoe. He has walked and been caught looking. Denton comes set. He will deal. That's down the middle for a strike. Nothing in 1, the count to Sparshoe. Rainer Heinrich on deck. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Throw over to first, not in time as Correjo dives back safely. Reese Bell keeping the tag applied, but the ball was on the ground. Interesting.
Empty glove.
Empty glove. A handful of aces for Sparshoe. Back pick from Mazick will not be in time. Correjo gets back safely. Pitch misses for ball 2.
Eagles are really concerned about Colin Correjo taking second base.
The 2-1 pitch. That's high for ball 3. Coach Crimpine's going to call time.
Yeah, they're going to
pinch run. Probably look for Carson Voigt to pinch run. Actually, it looks like they're bringing out Sam Walsh.
Okay, so Sam Walsh is now officially in the game, even though he's had a big part of this game.
Coach obviously saying, "Hey, I need that 3rd run to score. I need a little insurance here."
Watch for him to steal.
Oh, George says he had to Google it. Okay, well, don't spoil the swing and a miss for a strike, and that will work the count full.
Pretty sure he was swinging at a strike as well, so no help. Didn't give him any help.
Payoff pitch, and he caught looking for strike 3 call. 2 away for the Raiders with Rainer Heinrich coming to the plate.
What's going on?
So he just didn't write it down. Is he going to try to call him out? So the umpire is going down to talk to the coach, and
he's talking to the wrong coach, but no, just
no.
He just needed to write it down. I think that's courtesy runner. He was a courtesy runner, meaning he wasn't officially in the game as a courtesy runner for a while. Nope.
No.
Good.
He's giggling about it. So I think he's wrong. Yeah, but that's because he wasn't on the lineup card. So you're right. It did happen before, but it wasn't because of not being on the card this time. 2 away for Rainer Heinrich. And he will tattoo this to the left, and it goes foul on a long strike 1.
He definitely, what they say is he found the barrel.
Heinrich is due. He's 0 for 3.
He definitely has power with a couple of home runs this year.
Nothing in 1. The count. A pitch down and away for a ball, and that will even things up. The 1-1 pitch misses low for ball 2. Blake Gonzalez on deck. Raiders wanting to do a 2-out rally. They've been so good at it over the past couple of years. Walsh.
Again, he's just causing havoc, and he's so, I'm going to call him annoying. He's annoying to the pitcher, which is exactly what Coach Krimpine wants from him.
Well, in this instance, he is a pinch running specialist.
Yep.
A pitch outside for ball 3.
Because, yeah, he just he irritates the pitcher into throwing balls, and it just.
3-1. That's high for ball 4. And Denton gives the free pass to Heinrich.
That's going to get a I think is that Vieira?
Well,
Coach Vieira?
That is Coach Vieira this time. Don't know if he's going to pull him. I haven't seen anybody in the bullpen. I think maybe they're going to try to cut down, talking about strategy to get the runner at third.
2 outs.
Right.
Now they're 2 outs. So maybe he's just trying to calm down his pitcher.
Nobody's been getting loose in the bullpen, so he's not trying to. Oh, but there he is.
He's gonna bring somebody in,
and that's it for Denton. He is pulling him. So it looks like they may be bringing Andon Petty into center, or maybe Landon Heil. We'll see.
This is very difficult to come off of the
so
field.
Denton's not coming out of the game. He's going right back out to the outfield, and we'll see who they're bringing in here.
I bet you that's Andon Petty, isn't it?
If it's number 16, it is.
He did not show me his number.
Not yet. I haven't seen it. It may be Andon Petty.
I don't think it's 16.
And then it may be 5. It may be Logan Smith at third base.
Stick your head out and ask Wally who this is.
Okay, so that's Klaus Keismore.
Klaus Keismore.
Okay. So Klaus Keismore comes on in relief of Wade Denton. All right, get my book all straight here. Okay, he's coming in the 6th with 2/3, so he goes 1 2/3 inning goes Denton.
1 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk. He threw 31 pitches, 17 strikes. He is responsible for both batters, or both runners on base. No runs at the moment, but
runners at first and second for Blake Gonzalez. He is 0 for 3. He has popped up to the second baseman, flown out to left, and struck out. He will take for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, that's in for a strike, and the count will go even. Klaus Keismore from the stretch.
All right.
Mazick gives the sign. Oscar Salazar on deck. 1-1 count to Blake Gonzalez. The 1-1 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Two on with 2 outs. Raiders leading in the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 over the Georgetown Eagles. A 2-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. And Gonzalez with a 3-1
I
count.
can tell you he wants to come in with a strike right here because he does not want to face Oscar Salazar with the bases loaded.
Klaus Keismore comes set. The pitch down and away for ball 4.
And he's going to get that.
And will load the bases for the Raiders. And that will bring up Oscar Salazar. Salazar is singled. He's flown out to left and walked.
This is you know what? This is a big time for a big time player, for one of our big time players here. And you know what? This is exactly what Coach Krempine would want in the game. You're winning by 2 runs, the bottom of the 6th with bases loaded and Oscar's up. That's great. He'll take that all day long.
First pitch in for a strike. Colby Diaz on deck. Sam Walsh looking to create a little havoc over there. Be a distraction. Pitch is high. They're still trying to throw home in time.
Yep.
And they were able to get Walsh at home.
Yeah, you're just trying to. I'm surprised they did that, but you know what? They're trying to steal a run. Is what they're trying to do there. They're trying to play very aggressive right there on the base paths, and it just didn't work out. The Georgetown Eagles went ahead and executed the right way they needed to do.
I think that went what, 2, 3,
2, 3, 6, 2.
6, 2. Caught stealing. Well, that was a risk that the Raiders worked themselves into, and you got to think that was probably a designed play.
Oh, it definitely was a design play, and you know what? They did that because Sam Walsh was on third base, right? And they knew they had some wheels on third base, and they could get into a pickle, and you know, that's just aggressive baseball right there. Now, if they do go into the bottom of the 7th, they're going to have Oscar, Colby, Carter Heinrich. They're going to have the meat of their order coming up. So
Blake Gonzalez comes on in relief of Colby Diaz.
Colby Diaz goes over to third base. He has to go over to third base because Mikey Caputo was being DH'd for by Blake Gonzalez. Now Blake Gonzalez comes into the game. There is no more DH for Rouse.
Due up for the Eagles in the 7th. Leininger, Smith, and Petty. 7, 8, and 9. So, the trivia question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The last batter that Nolan Ryan faced was for the Mariners. His name was Dan Howitt.
Oh, my gosh.
And the result of the at-bat was a grand slam.
A grand slam.
It was a grand slam home run, and that was the pitch that Nolan Ryan tore his ulnar collateral ligament and came out of the game.
He came out of the game, and that was it.
And I was watching that game. It was a sad moment. I was a huge Nolan Ryan fan, loved Nolan Ryan. And Seattle gave him a double curtain call.
Wow. That's fantastic.
That game was in Seattle.
Yep. He deserved every bit of it. And you know what? I know there's Mariano Rivera fans out there saying, oh, well, he was the first Hall of Famer unanimously selected.
First pitch to Leininger in for a strike.
Should have been Nolan Ryan is the number one, the first unanimous decision. Oh, come on.
Wow, he just didn't want to give that at all. That pitch misses inside for ball one.
My gosh, missed over the plate knee high.
1-1 the count. The pitch. That bounces in the dirt to the backstop for ball two.
Blake's got to be throwing strikes here.
2-1 the count to Leininger. Pitch inside for ball three. Three and one. 3-1 pitch.
Called it low.
Called it low.
Tying run comes to the plate now.
Ball four.
Ugh.
That will bring up Logan Smith. Logan Smith has struck out looking and been hit by a pitch. Gonzalez from the stretch. First pitch.
The umpire's
This is
forcing him.
low.
Yeah, the umpire is going to force him to bring that up. It's just a little too low. It's over the plate. It's just a little too low.
Throw to first. Not in time as Leininger dives back in. One-0, swing and a miss for strike. Hand and Petty on deck. Throw to first. Not at time as Leininger gets back safely. Smith will call time.
So in this case, I mean, yes, the runner on first does matter, but it's not. I mean, if he hits it out in the outfield and he tries to take third, what you want to do is try to keep the runner on first base, the batter only getting to first base. You do not want the batter to get into scoring position or second base.
Again, the throw over, and he is really trying to keep Leininger honest over there. Pitch down and away for ball two.
You almost want to tell him, hey, go get the batter.
Smith will call time again. And reset. Two one the count. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two.
Off speed, something or other.
Gonzalez pitching off the first base side of the rubber. The 2-2. Misses outside for ball three.
Oh, boy. Well, do you start the runner on a 3-2 pitch? Thinking it's going to be put in play? We'll see. Nope.
This is fouled back out of play.
I think I'd start the runner if I was the coach here, but
Gonzalez comes set. The payoff pitch. This is cut on and drops in. 1-2. The first will not be in time, and that goes to
second.
The dugout, and so he will get awarded second on the throw to first.
Well, they get an out on that play.
So that will go 4-6 on the putout of Leininger. And it'll be a single for Smith. He beat it out, but the throw goes into the dugout to give him second base. So that will be second on the error, which would be an E6. That will bring up Landon Petty, who has walked both times. Pitch inside for a ball.
So Rouse really needs to understand the runner at second does not tie this baseball game. They need to get outs and just outs and not really worry about the runner on second.
The 1-0, that's in the dirt, and Heinrich will keep it in front of him and keep Logan.
Good block there.
Smith at second base. Logan thought about advancing to third, but Heinrich able to sell it that he had the ball in hand when he was on the ground. So 2-0 the count to Petty.
Oh, good pitch.
Inside pitch for a strike, and that was probably generous.
We needed
we'll
that
take
call. We needed that call.
Right. 2-1 in the pitch. That's down the middle for a strike. And that's one of those rare low fastballs that he called for a strike.
You never know. That's a 50-50. Is he going to call it or not?
It's a 50 pitch.
50 pitch.
2-2. That's fouled off, and
do it again.
Petty just gets a piece of it. Oh, and Heinrich is going to spoil Hellman's on-deck fielding percentage as it rolled back into fair territory, and Hellman made an attempt for it. That's an error. A 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. This one hit foul and out of play.
Changing
count
speeds.
Stays even at 2.
Blake's doing a good job at changing speeds and getting weak contact right now.
2-ball, 2-strike count to Landon Petty.
Come on.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. A drop, third strike. Throw to first in time to get the out.
And again, had to get the out there. The runner did go to third base, but you had to get the out there. And now the Georgetown Eagles are down to their last out. And quite honestly, the runner on third, if it does score, it makes the game 2-1, and we can still win this game. It's completely okay. Got to go get the batter.
Run that matters would be the guy at first base or the guy at home plate that would tie this game up.
Yep.
First pitch from Gonzalez inside for a ball. Hellman is 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked twice. The 1-0 pitch. This is down the middle and fouled off for a strike. And your heart skips for a moment, and you're thinking, "Oh my goodness, that's going out to first or back to the pitcher."
Yeah,
throw to first and game over. And I'm sitting on pins and needles myself.
I am too, man.
The 1-1 pitch.
Oh,
just
man,
high and outside.
We've seen that pitch called tonight. We've seen it called a strike, and just not that time.
2-1 the count to Hellman. The 2-1 pitch.
Oh, good
swing
pitch.
And a miss. He fouls it off, and that will even the count at 2. Woo, folks, I tell you what. E.J. Davis is on deck. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
He got it.
He got it.
He got it.
E.J. Davis keeping his on-deck fielding percentage at 1,000. Deuce is wild to Eli Hellman. The 2-2 pitch, that's inside for ball 3, and the count goes full.
Need a strike here, of course.
Pay-off pitch.
Big pitch. That's the way go.
The Georgetown Eagles. Eli Hellman tips his cap back to the umpire. Yes, he says it was a strike, and the Raiders have defeated the Georgetown Eagles.
Wonderful.
Give me a Yes, yes, Steve.
Yes.
we go.
There we go. All right. That was wonderful.
Although it wasn't quite as impassioned as
No,
versus Cedar
it was-
Park.
It was third round playoffs there for Cedar Park, but
And what a game
You know what?
between these two great programs, the Georgetown Eagles. You tip your hat to these guys. They came in and they did what they needed to do. They
Yeah.
pitched well. They did give up some hits to the Raiders this time
Great.
around. The Raiders were able to get runners across the plate in big part due to Sam Walsh.
Sam Walsh was
Making
a
things
big
happen
deal here.
on the base path.
You know, so what this does now is it puts Rouse Raiders in first place, tied for first place. Cedar Park did win tonight, so it will be tied for first place. The next
Liberty
game is
Hill.
against, and Liberty Hill did win tonight as well. So there's a three-way tie. The next game against Cedar Park on Tuesday, that's going to be for a district championship. Honestly, we're
Yeah,
going to have a
pretty-
district
pretty much.
championship right here.
Pretty much looking at it, depending on hand, and I think Georgetown faces Liberty Hill
Georgetown faces Liberty Hill is exactly.
on Tuesday night, and they
So-
will finish against Cedar Park next Friday night.
They have definitely the hardest. They have the hardest four
Roads,
games.
yeah, they had the
last
hardest
4 games. So
last 4 games of the district, running into Leander, Rouse, Liberty Hill, and Cedar Park,
Yeah.
all in a row. And gosh, what a game this was tonight! Between 19 innings of
Yeah.
baseball,
oh, I know.
only 3 runs were scored in this contest.
Amazing. That's amazing. 3 runs.
3 runs between these two programs. That tells you how solid they are defensive wise. That tells you how solid they are at pitching wise. You know, hats off to Colby Diaz, who gets the win tonight. You know, and facing some kind of adversity with this umpire not giving that
Sure.
low strike, because Colby is a downhill pitcher. No matter
Oh,
how you look at it, he's a
definitely.
downhill pitcher.
Definitely.
And this umpire tonight was a struggle for downhill pitcher.
And it was going to be a struggle for any pitcher out there. This is a great win. You know what? So Georgetown finishes 0 runs on 2 hits with 1 error. Rouse finishes with 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error as well. So
And
great,
what a
great deal.
game
Great deal.
this has been. We want to recognize our home run sponsors before we let y'all go tonight. The Recon Shop. Hey, does your vehicle have hail damage or even pesky door dings? The Recon Shop is here to help. We're conveniently located in Cedar Park, and you can get in touch with us at 512-290-HAIL. That's 512-290-4245. Check out our banner by the concession stand. We would love to walk you through the hail damage claim process or remove those pesky door dings, restoring your vehicle's value. We are your local paintless dent repair specialists. And to learn more about our service, visit our website at thereconshop.com. Austin Summit Group Realty is proud to support Rouse Raider Baseball and their amazing group of boys and coaches. ASG has been in business for over 22 years and has been ranked in the top 10 by the Austin Business Journal year after year. If you need help with anything real estate related, please call Mike or Chrissy Caputo at 512-671-HOME. That's 512-671-4663. Big thank you to our home run sponsors. We cannot do it without you. A big thank you to all of you great Raider fans that are watching this ball game tonight. Steve, Jonathan,
Fantastic
and
win.
I,
Great.
we do this for you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we do this for these boys and to make great memories for their futures. They can come back and they can look at years down the road. And we just appreciate y'all tuning in and being so kind to us. And we love bringing you Rouse Raider Baseball.
That's great. Yep.
And so
yep.
be with us on Tuesday night as the Raiders will host the Cedar Park Timberwolves
It's a big one.
in the rubber match.
It's a big one,
And,
man.
and I believe that Steve may
Yep.
have some stuff lined up for this game.
I will. We're gonna poke the bear a little bit, I think, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think
Come out to the ballpark and scream your head off. Let's
Right.
do that.
so. Thank you, Aunt Carrie. Thank you, Daniel Norris. Enjoyed y'all tuning in and watching your Raiders here on SHN Sports. For Steve Kithil, I'm Michael Francis. Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. The happy final here at Raider Field.